Yeah, brothers and sisters, we are back again. We are live and we are now tight for the show. So you can, like we said, our lines are open now and you can call to bring your contributions as regards to the matter on the ground. And that is all about how we are going to come to the point of where we can vote for a referendum 2015. How are we going to make that to happen? So, brothers and sisters, we are on and we are live now. Call in and make your voice heard. We are still, like I said, we have a brother who will be calling in by 8:30 p.m. German time here. You'll be hearing from him because he has something, an important information he wishes to share with us all. And we are ready and we'll be waiting to hear from him. And anything good will be accepted by the Biafra men and women. Any wonderful idea, wonderful speech, acknowledgement, we are going to follow it up and make sure that we do all we can to get to where we want to be. Brothers and sisters, like I said, if I continue to go on, I still make you know that the meeting in Spain is for real. You call on your coordinators, your group leaders. Try as much as possible to do the job of coordination this time to bring them to light of what the best thing to do is, which we know is the unification of the Biafra men and women. That is the first thing that is going to lead us and the first thing that's going to bind us before we can scare through. While I continue to wait for your calls and continue to also wait for our brother who, because it's not time, I think he have 5 minutes now. He said 8:30. We are going to be receiving him if he calls. So that will not be my making again. I have given an appointment with him. He called to give that appointment and that it was accepted. So if left for him now to fulfill his promise, coming up and call the Biafra men and women to tell them what he has for them. We are on and we are live here, BVI International Germany, now turned into Europe for the benefit of all our brothers and sisters, no matter wherever you are in the world. This is your TV station, and we hope you take it so and walk with us in one heart and unity. There is no need we fighting ourselves. There is no need we showing the world that we are stupid while we think we are wise. It is left for us to see that we can use this time to do as we think we are, being wise. That's what we think we are. It's left for us to prove it. If we don't prove it, our wisdom, it will just amount to talking and talking and talking. And the Biafra men don't believe they are talkatives. Although we have succeeded in calling ourselves names, we have succeeded in damaging ourselves, but I think it's high time we stop all that and behave like true Biafrans we are. Like I believe in this very struggle, there is no one who is desperately fighting every day, doing everything they are doing, that they are not looking for the actualization of Biafra. But what I know it is, there is a situation of doing the right thing the wrong way. Or if you want, you can also turn it vice versa to be doing the wrong thing the right way. Either ways, they are wrong. What we should be talking about is doing the right thing the right way. And that is what we want to start from this very moment to be talking about, to forget about calling names, spoiling faces, fighting one another, to understand that we are on it together. I don't want to say reveal anything at this moment, but I will only tell you I had a very wonderful and it was okay for me because whenever I have good interactions with people who really matters in this struggle and hearing their approach becomes a little bit soft, that is always pleasing my mind because I know from there we can move forward. I don't want to say much about that, but I leave it for now about what exactly or who exactly I spoke with and what exactly was spoken. But I tell you, the only thing I can tell you, brothers and sisters, it was a very, very pleasant discussion that might lead us to the success we so seek. But the topic of tonight is about how we can get to the stage of calling for a referendum. If you know it, if you have an idea, because I believe it's not been easy for people to reconcile with this very idea. Like I was trying to say yesterday, even the people who believe in the non-violence approach to actualization of Biafra find it also difficult to accept the idea of referendum because of the time it costs to get to that point. But our people say, "Bami sharp on Monday, chicken on Monday is not the same." You don't have to think about all those things that happen to other people. You use them as examples and you try to work your own differently to see if you can get it in your own way. Because everything and everybody has their own luck. The Biafra as a nation or as a people have his own luck as a nation. The people who are made up in Biafra land are not the people who are made up in all these other countries. So the possibility is there that we can get our own through our own luck. So we don't have to discard that, we don't have to put that idea away or that belief away from our mind. There is a lot of job to do, quite alright to get to that. But the first job to do is to start working towards it. First of all, come to the meeting in Spain. A much more agreed policies will come out where we have to go into much more active and determined movement. There is a lot of things we can do to get to that. And of course, coupled the natural magic in it is that we all know that Nigeria is going to have a little shake, if not much shake. Let's just call it a little shake come 2015. So if that is so, it is an opportunity because people have used such opportunities and it was the magic of it all, it was fast. Like I was saying, people will say we don't have a backbone like the Crimeans had. That is Russia behind them to be able to defend them or to stand behind them solidly that every other people had fear to attack them. That same opportunity, that's what I said. The circumstances are not going to be the same, but the results might be the same. We have that opportunity in another way. We have that opportunity that Crimea has to have the support of Russia when they so needed them because they speak one language with Russia. Russia accepted this and defended and stand by them. So nobody else could easily grab them or pull them back or belittle or subdue them. They made it and they are successful today. That very to our own circumstance now, that very Russia is the Jonathan who like Russia was in the side of Crimea because they spoke the same language or they are speaking the same language. It's the same thing that Jonathan will be on our side because he's a Biafran. So we have the possibility of having that backbone and that support in another way. It must not be another country. Let's not just compare things and say, but which country? You know, the ways you understand things make it difficult for those things to work out for you. If you understand it in a workable manner, they will come. I think the call is coming in now, brothers and sisters. I have to take it. Hello? Hello? Yeah, good. Okay, good evening. You are live online on BVI International Germany. I've already told people that you will be calling tonight to make a special broadcast, so it's left for you now to introduce yourself, and the line is all open for you.
Yeah, good evening, fellow listeners and the wonderful people around the world. My name is Mika Moked from Ethiopia, Agwata local government area, Anambra State, Biafra. So, what I'm trying to say is that we the people of the Biafra who born after the Biafran war, we don't know exactly where our food have to be and or where our don't know exactly how to say it. But I'm calling the two radio Biafra that we have now. I know that we the Biafran people around the world have two radio now. RBL and BVI, and I like it. And I will also encourage all the Biafrans around the world, man, woman, and children, to always know that we are all Biafrans. Because when the two elephants is fighting, the grass is suffering. And we that born after the war are suffering most because we never met this war and we did not create it. We did not know the pain, exactly the pain or how quantity of pain the people who went the war suffered. But we born after the war and still visit our own pain, and still living with the pain and grow up with the pain and still in the struggle now. I'm calling everybody, all the Biafrans around the world, to know that we are all human beings and we have to come together and we have to allow everybody to exist. And we have to we have to manage everything that we have, whether good or bad, whether peace or pieces or everything. We have to know that we didn't make it, but we saw it like this and we born with it. I don't like seeing other Biafrans criticizing us and the other people criticizing each other and quarreling with each other. Me, myself, I'm making it clear. I don't have any problem with anybody, any Biafran man or woman. And I don't make any problem with anybody. And I don't want to participate in a particular, if anybody have a problem. I'm seeing the people having problem with each other. If you have problem, please go and solve this problem alone. I don't want people to bring issue of Biafra and put me inside here that I have to make problem with anybody. I have time to see all the Biafrans around the whole world. I have time to see everybody, whether you are rich or poor, whether you are strong or weak, whether you are in good situation or in bad situation. I want everybody to recognize each other. We are all Biafrans. Whether you go to school or not, whether you speak very good English or not. Because when people speaking English are taking the chance and they're taking everywhere, dominating the media and everything. The people who don't have any opportunity to go to school are feeling the pain of speech. I'm one of them too. It's not going to school is not about having knowledge. A lot of people have their own knowledge with trying to develop it now that it's media time. So I have to develop my own knowledge, what I learned, my experience about Biafra, how I've been treated, what I have seen. And this month is going to be my birthday, 8 years after the Biafran War. That's a lot of us living in many places who never give a chance to tell their story. And when they raise up to tell this story, what they will hearing is criticizing those who go to school and those who did not go to school. And they will feel inferior. I don't want any Biafra man, wherever you are, to feel any inferior again. You are a human being. And I don't want you to see anybody that anybody is greater than you. Nobody is greater than each other. We are all equal before God. So we are all human beings. That is what I'm telling all the Biafrans around the world. All this criticizing have to stop. All this discrimination have to stop. All this intimidation have to stop. Because when anybody who is criticizing others have to count it on his own account. Don't count it on that person don't have to count it on the whole of Biafra. Are you getting me? I don't want to see people criticizing each other. That is the discrimination. I don't want to see any Biafrans criticizing anybody. If you are good, if you are better, if you are educated, it's your own. Anybody, those who did not have any opportunity to go to school have to also to live. We are all Biafrans. I want anybody listening to me, stop criticizing each other. Stop discriminating against each other. If you have opportunity to go to school, that is your privilege. If your mother feed you well and they make you to live anywhere you want, they send you or your family do that. That is your privilege you have for your family. There is a lot of others also who don't have the privilege like me. And we also have to manage in our own way, all in the name of Biafra. I want also to talk because I see where the two media, I'm talking in this media today. Even, I don't know if I can give an example from which country. In the Gambia, they have many TV stations and they are working in the Gambia as a Gambian television. They have Gamtel, Apricel and everything. They are all Gambian network.
Online,
I don't
right?
know I don't know why we cannot support what we have, but we can support everything everybody have, other people have. But we find it very difficult to support our own, what we have. What is going on? If people are criticizing anybody laying his voice and criticizing any Biafra man, I want the whole world to know that that person is not up to what he is trying to. If anybody cannot give a life, if he cannot create a life and give a life, you don't need to control a life and you don't need to control it. I want every Biafran to feel like a human being even at once. Not when few people gathered and be trying to make other people to feel inferior and weak. Everybody is a human being. Another one, we have children everywhere in the whole world. I don't know if we can teach these children how to quarrel or how to intimidate or how to insult people or how to unite with the love and peace and the unity. If the Biafrans don't know what they have, I will tell them. We don't need to go to war and destroy all the children's future. These children is love. We need to teach them love. And when they started practicing it over 10 years or 20 years, that have been in existence for eternity. How can we teach our children from Germany to unite with our children in Holland? How to teach our children in Holland to unite with our children in England? What are we planning for them? We are criticizing each other and quarreling with each other without planning anything for the children's future. I don't like it. When I see all these things, telling me it's giving me a lot of painful. And when I try to talk, people don't want to listen to me. And doing. But I know where it, we find something what he wants. This world today doesn't exist by intimidating people and discriminating against people. And God never divide anybody. Only human beings divide each other. God never separate each people. Only human beings try to separate each other. God never make border. We are making all this border for ourselves.
Yes.
By intimidating people, who are you? Who tell you to talk? Why do you talk? Why do you do this? Why do you do that? Not giving everybody freedom to talk. We can make very good use of what we have if we know how to use it or if we have the time for that. Not to quarrel and discriminating, it cannot help us. It can only destroy the future of New Biafra. Not me. I'm 36 years by Saturday. So I have lived with the sufferness of Biafra, with what I have suffered in my life. I think I thank God if I die tomorrow, I am 36 years of experience. So there's people who stay 10 years, 12 years, who never see anything. Which is if we do what they have to do, they will suffer it. So people have to think what we are doing. People have to learn because we never learn. We need to learn. If you make things practical or something, you have to make it theory also. You live in another person's land. You don't want to learn the language. And every time we are complaining, things is hard in Europe, things is hard everywhere, things is hard everywhere. Why we are making it? We live, if somebody come in Igbo land and live, you don't want to learn the language. How can the person communicate with the village woman who don't speak English, who don't speak the language? We people are even what is happening to us sometimes is from our hand. But if we start laying blame, I will blame all the Biafrans around the whole world who have traveled before me. But I don't need to blame anybody. Everybody has his own right to live according to his mind, to the best of his freedom and ability. I'm encouraging all the Biafrans, stop insulting anybody, whether the person is good or bad. My mother explained to me, I called my mother sometimes ago, I always still calling her. She tell me how they eat even rat, even the obajando. Many things that is not eatable. They eat it just to what? To survive. So during this time, there is also people who can get some help from somewhere. So you don't blame anybody in this Biafran issue. What I have seen from my own experience, I don't need to blame anybody. I only come to bring the pieces together to the broken heart. Because if we started talking about the Biafra issue, it's a broken heart. Everybody is terrible. I was born 1978 in Ethiopia. Uga Airport is in Agwata. Usoka is in Agwata. That is where everything happened. We used to trek from Ethiopia to Uga to go and see where this strange things happening. Everybody ground here, no, it's untold. Every family buried about 12 or 15 people in their family. If many people talking about where this 3.5 million, where this over 3.5 million Biafrans died, visit Anambra State, where I was born. My mother lost two children during the war, and after the war, my younger brother and younger sister died too. Because of what? The hunger. We were born when everything were destroyed, where the grass is not growing up. Everywhere is died. Everything is died. It's where we born. No water, nothing. Even in Agwata today, before you can only find water in Obuzu, Oga, and the Borobudia. No, everywhere you can find water. Up to today is dry land. All the water there left. Anybody from Agwata, tell me where build our place, and we are trying to discriminate against each other and to intimidate each other and divide each other, and because of we go to English, we go to school or not. Those who didn't go to school, what can they do? Would they die? No, I can't live and die. We trek from Iswoke to Nanka, Iyago Nanka, from Iswoke to Obuzoga, from Iswoke to Iyoko to go and fetch water to drink. If you go to school in England, if you go to school in America, listen, I'm telling you the kind of school I go. I carry water from my head, 20 liter, 25 liter. Go to Iyagananka, people die there also. People die sometimes in these rivers, fetching water to drink. This is what I do for many years. Even in Aba, when I go to Aba to serve to serve as a slave master, you have to serve somebody to become somebody. Because if you have to serve, if you born from poor family and you want your younger ones, you don't want them to die because you are the older one. You have to go and serve somebody 6 years or more. Some do it 10 years, some serve. Even some are still serving now.
My brother, can you please hang on? Somebody is on the line just to introduce himself, then you come back again to say something. Please, if you are yeah, please introduce yourself, and if you have something to say before our brother continues.
Yeah, my name is Aradu. I'm calling from United Kingdom.
Oh, Aradu, there's noise. I think our blessings are right there behind you, and they are giving us signal. They are there with you. We are happy about that, but you try to make them go a little bit out of the microphone, if you can, please.
I want to commend the person that is speaking.
Yeah.
That is what you have been preaching for unification.
Yes.
So I want him to call RPL and speak to them too, not only speaking here, because you gave him the platform.
Yes.
Okay. So he should try and call RBL and speak to them.
Okay. Yeah. My brother, I think you're hearing what he's saying. You heard him.
To call who? To call LBL?
Yeah, he say as you recognize that we, the Biafrans, we have 2 stations now working on behalf of the Biafran movement. You call one now, you still have to call the other so that everything will be balanced. That's what he's talking about.
I'm calling them. I'm with them.
Okay.
I am with and what I'm talking. I'm new generation of Biafra, and we have the power. We are the new generation. The Biafran you people are, the both of you are fighting for is for us. So, and we also know what is good for us. We can also train a lot of medias because there's a lot. Yorubas have been writing. If you check out the television station in Nigeria or all the newspapers and everything, Yorubas have been doing it for so long, and our people have been, thinking that because the Igbo people said Igbo job so our people have been thinking that they cannot do it, and everybody is sleeping with the weak mind. So now we have to encourage them more. If anybody know what he can do it, or they are our best, because the Biafra you people are fighting to get for now is for us. We didn't fight the war, but we won here.
Okay, and at the same time, my brother, I would like to help you there because as Ifajuna said, to call the other station, I would like to make it a little. I wanted to keep it to myself, but I still have to say something about that. But I don't. Today, before I start this program, I had a private call with the director of RBL, and the call was successful. That was what I can tell you. It was a good discussion with him. But that's all I can say.
Hello?
Yeah, go on.
Only what I stand for is...
You heard what I said?
Yeah, only what I stand for is Nigerian, we are Biafrans. And anybody, when we want to be free, and anybody who is working to get us Biafra, we will recognize the person when he's in truth and honesty, not playing with our future, because everybody needs future. What we, the new generation of Biafra, want to do is to be able to reach our destiny, I don't know, our friends and worldwide, to be able to do what they are doing, to be able to live like them, to be able to live like people who have a place.
Yes, I think there's somebody else on the line. Let him introduce himself too before you continue. You will be hanging on there, no problem. Go on. Who is on the line there? I think that is our Biafran station. Can you please introduce yourself? Hello. Yeah, go on. Please, you try to off the music on your background, please.
Line is breaking. I can't hear you.
I say there's music playing on your background and it's so noisy. Can you please try to keep it short?
Sorry. Sorry about that.
Thank you very much. We can carry on now. We are live here.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you.
Me now?
We can hear you loud and clear even before, but there was only a music at the background. But now you put it off. Go on.
My name is Asus Peters. Calling from Biafra land. Though not from the studio, but using the link of the studio BVI Biafra land to call. I greet all esteemed listeners and all Biafra people worldwide, bringing you the greetings from Biafra land. And I want to extensively, Comrade Emmanuel Nwachukwu, for your great what you're doing right there in Germany. Although I got the topic of the day, came into
The line is bad and the line is shaky.
topic or the issue that we are shooting, so that I wouldn't
No, with the issue at
submission outside the
I mean
of today.
the topic on the ground before our brother. We have a brother here who tried to come up with an announcement, and he has been doing it. He's from Germany here. I think he called to make an announcement, but my topic for the day remains where it is: the meeting in Spain and how we get to a point of referendum. Hello, that is what the topic is about, how we come to the point of a referendum.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but I don't cracking, but go on.
Okay, I said there's a brother who called before we started the program to say he wants to make an announcement, and he's here with us in the on the broadcast, and he's making that announcement, and it's a wonderful one. We have another brother too, I think, hanging with you on Skype there, who tried to make a contribution to that. And but my own topic I raised this night is about the unification and about how we can be able to get to a point of referendum. If people have idea on how to make that work, they can go on. Did you hear me?
All right, let me pick it. I had
Chinedu, it's unfortunate we cannot hear you, so the whole line is just a wasted. All what we're doing now is wasted effort. We can't hear your voice.
Can you hear me? What I'm saying, I'm hearing you clearly.
Yeah.
I'm saying that I am having an unfriendly noise coming from BVI studio in Germany. It's okay now. It's better now. All right. Let me quickly make a quick submission with regards to coming to referendum and how we can get to referendum. Referendum seeking the consensus approval or consent of the people on a particular issue. Referendum is a way of knowing people's mind on a particular issue. whether they stand for or against it. Using Scotland, which is just concluded last week, to cite an example. Now, in the case of Biafra freedom, the countries can get their independence without referendum. Without referendum is when there is nobody opposing them to be free. There is nobody opposing them to be free. The people, the people that are seeking for their freedom all agree that they are going to be free, and the people that they are demanding their freedom did not object to that. So in that case, you just let them go. There will be nothing like referendum. But in a situation whereby you're asking for your freedom, and some people think otherwise, and some people are saying there is no need for that at the moment, or there is no need for that at all, for that freedom at all, and there is contradicting and conflicting opinions as to whether the freedom should hold or not. On that point, the people will say, okay, let us put it into a vote. Let us cast our lot to know who are the number of people that says yes to the freedom and the number of people that says no to the freedom. On that ground, you can have referendum. Then on another issue on how can we get to the point of having a referendum, that is where strong media sensitization is needed. More work should be needed. There is needed to orient the people about the issue on ground. That is where before you come to a referendum, there are some things that must be done. One, like the lawyer made it clear on one of our programs on Fridays where we do Biafra legal matters and human rights activities. We made it very clear that referendum can only be conducted by two, can be enforced by two things. Number one is through the legislation. Legislators agreeing and voting for the people to conduct a referendum. And number two, through court declaration that people should conduct a referendum. In the aspect of Biafra situation, we do not have such people in the legislative arms, whether at the state level or at the national level, to raise the issue of a referendum or to initiate a proposal for a referendum for the Biafran people. And even if we have anyone or people there, we do not have the vote to push across the referendum to be accepted by the Hausa Fulanis and the Yoruba West.
So, excuse me to that effect. What you're saying is that the referendum is completely out of the way.
No, I'm not finished yet. I'm on the issue of how will the referendum be conducted? How can we get to the point of referendum? And I'm considering and looking into critically the issues, the situation or circumstances of Biafra at the moment.
Okay, go on.
We are saying that the referendum can be conducted in two ways. First is through legislative, and secondly through court. Legislation is where the house of the National Assembly or the State Assembly pass a vote that Biafra people should conduct a referendum in order to know whether they want their freedom or not. And at the moment, saying that Biafran people do not have the political will, or those political parties or politicians or leaders in the National Assembly or the legislative bodies across Nigeria that can say or that can propose a bill that will encourage Biafran people to conduct their referendum. And even if we have such people in the National Assembly to propose the bill that will enable Biafran people to conduct their referendum, we do not have the numerical power in the National Assembly to carry it out. And at the state level, all the politicians there are after their pockets. They are benefiting from the unity of Nigeria, and they are not talking about Biafran freedom. It is unfortunate that the only very genuine people that are that have allied with the plight of the ordinary people who have been suffering every day is the ones agitating that Biafra must be free. Because that is the hope of the common man, and not only to Biafran people, but also to other people that are entrapped within this contraption called Nigeria. So what will then another issue that we are going to consider, since the legislative arm will not work in the favor of Biafrans, is the court. Then how will the court give such an order that Biafra should conduct the referendum? You cannot write it off completely, but I can tell you practically that I have not seen that judge who have that who have that moral ask Biafra.
Hello, your line is cutting off there, please. Can you come again? Yeah, go on, go on.
Are you still with me?
Yeah, go on. We are hearing you.
Hello, this guy, some noise from your side, please. Then finally, before I conclude, so that I'll allow other people to talk, since you have considered that even the court cannot give us the referendum, the people, the role of the people, the role of the people to conduct the referendum is to come out en masse and decide and declare that it is high time for them to move away from this contraption. When we have this, at least 60% of Biafran people come out and say we want to be free, these political elites will be mandated, will be forced, will be compelled to do what? To fall for the pressure of the masses. Now the problem we are having and challenges that we are facing is that Biafran people out there, the ordinary people out there, are so fragmented, are so weakened by poverty, by intimidation, by fear, and all the rest of them. That is why you don't see them coming out. And that is why we must channel more energy on sensitizing our people, trying to inspire them, motivate them to understand their legality and their right as Biafran people, even within Nigeria, so that they will not be afraid to come out and ask for their freedom. It is only when Biafran people come out to say, we want to be free, that is when the political allies will start asking and reacting in that line. Maybe, probably, from the pressure of the public, they will be forced to conduct a referendum. Thank you. That's my submission. I remain absolutely.
Thank you very much, and that was very, very wonderful. That was a very wonderful submission there. I hope you all heard it. We have two options that are legal. The next option is based and lies on our hand. And these two legal options, you can see that we don't have the chance to do it. The chances are not there because we don't have people in the House of Representative or Assembly or Senate that can do that for us, and that we don't have going to it to court means because of the system of governance in Nigeria. You see that it's going to be very impossible for a court like Tinedu tried to make us understand, a court judge in Nigeria to grant us referendum. So to that aspect, we wave these two sides away. The only chance left for us is on our hands, our own ability to be able to force it if we can do it, and we need to force it as soon as possible. That is what he's complaining again there, because of the division amongst us, which is what our brother here has been emphasizing on, and what he's trying to make us know, that we have to come together if we want to go anywhere. Even if we want to plan any movement by any means, we first need to come together as one before we can do it. My brother, I don't know if you are still there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. And our brother too from London is there on the line. I don't know which of you heard what he said and what I said. I said today, before I started this program, I called the director of RUBL on his private number, and this is what I can tell you people tonight, is that this discussion I had with him is hopeful. And I will continue to call him not on radio and call him on private line so that we can have intimate discussion to see before the 24th, 25th, 26th, we can get the answer we need. That is coming together before we can start seeking any other thing. So, my brother, you can go on if you still have something to say. Or our brother from London. Okay.
What I'm trying to say is, with that I'm with my own position. I'm 36 years old, so that is where I am basing my point. Because there are people who is older than me. They have to base their own point also where they belong. I'm for the new generation of Biafra. All these children from baby till 36 or years old, where is our own platform? What can we do? And I'm suggesting that we can have a different kind of program. If we can have more radio Biafra, it will be good for us. But we are everywhere in the whole world. We cannot be listening to one kind of program. We need to have an entertainment program where our children can be learning a lot of things from Biafra. Not some of them born in the Western world is their ear and the brain is very strong, is very soft to hear this kind of what we are presenting to them. But there's also where the other side we can make them to start finding out us interested. Where it can be playing our music, our traditional something and our culture and everything, showing it to them, entertain them, showing them that we can also love. Not only war, we cannot teach them war. And they are not even ready to go to war, but they are very ever ready to help.
Yes.
Another one also is we that live in many countries around the world. We have different mentalities because if you live in Russia and using the Russian system, automatically you are Russian. If you live in England and using English system, automatically you are English, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
If you live in China and moving the same way using the China system, you are like Chinese. So if we try everywhere you live, whether in Senegal or the Gambia or Mali or Guinea or anywhere you live, or Mozambique or Angola or Botswana or South Africa, if you live there 5 years or 4 years, automatically their system is running in your brain. If we are trying to communicate with each other in general, we have to learn how to understand each other.
Yeah.
That is only the problem we are having because we are still having the mentality that we are still the same. We are not the same as the first day you step from Mutara Mohammed Airport to any other country. That mentality is in your brain. And anywhere you go, you have to behave like them. So please, I'm urging all of you. I don't know what I will say. I will provoke others, and I don't know how. That's why I always try to be myself because I try to learn with people before I can be able to communicate with them. That is also part of my culture and tradition. I cannot come up one day and start telling you this and that. No, I have to learn how do you behave, what can I do, and what you and how can I, So I'm always be careful. And I live here in Germany, so automatically I'm here. There's a lot of things that the Biafrans is doing that is hurting me. When I see people criticizing each other, differentiating against themselves and saying that they're better than each other and they're better than this. Why are you better than me? If you're better than me, then you're better than me. You cannot be better than me and be worse than me. You can be only one. And if you're that, it's your privilege. You just take it and leave it. And allow the other person that you are better than to also to live. Because if I'm better than you and I criticizing you, I'm better than you, how do you feel it? How do you feel? If I'm discriminating or if I'm rich, I'm trying to tell you I'm rich. Or if I go to school, I tell you I'm intelligent and you are not. No. Going to school is not intelligent. I think if I can turn it in my own upside down way, going to school is for the fools to go and learn something that they don't know. But somebody who knows something can also learn how to write his own personal story. So if you give everything a chance to exist, we we know that you see that there will be no problem. If you learn how to understand your own self, please try to learn how to understand each other. If you don't want to know that, if you don't want to learn how to understand each other, then try to live your own life, private life. Don't use it to bring it to other people's life. Yeah. It will destroy a lot of things. And some people don't know that. If you are better than me, then you're better than me. And they allow me to be the one that someone is better than us. But if we can come together with each other, we have to know how to give each other respect and know how to love each other and know how to bear each other's pain too, as well. I don't like something like this. There's people who go to school. God give many people many wisdoms, many knowledge, many gifts. Some people are preachers, some are reverends, some are pastors, some are teachers, some are wise men, some are business people, some are workers, some are engineers, some many kinds of gifts. But we are all human beings. If we go to school and learn a lot and we misunderstand everybody, if you want to come, if you, for example, two children born in the same mother, and one did not go to school and one go to school, and after going to school and see that he is intelligent, he will see the other brother as a fool. But his other brother will know that he's not a fool, only that this one left him some time ago and go and spend a lot of years in this school. And after that he come back, he's not normal again. So, please, my own brothers and the Biafrans, we have a lot of things to show the world. If we don't know what we have to show the world, we have children everywhere in the whole world. We have wives everywhere in the whole world. That is your own privilege. And we have a lot of writers, a lot of people who want to write. If we don't make them to support them, what will they write? We can keep on reading the book of other people's book without even know that we have a lot of things to write down.
Yeah, thank you very much, my brother.
I lost my uncle yesterday. It was buried yesterday. It was died in the hospital there in Mbologu. Because of what? They don't have a hospital where he can make operation in his work here. In the whole Agua, the only Mbologu where can they operate my uncle and they died here. And Babangida is here in Germany. And we don't even know that if we unite, if we are only 10 people or 20 people go to that hospital where Babangida is, and they say only 10, a lot of media will carry it out, and that is will be the end of Babangida coming here. We are fear, but we can stay in the internet and talk too much. It's laziness. We have to wake up with that. We are too much lazy. We have to do things to save some people's life. We have to do things to unite the world too. Because the more we are talking this, we are giving a lot of people who don't want stress. And when I'm feeling the stress, a lot of people is feeling stress too. Yeah. And there's a way to solve all these things. We think this is too hard to do. We think it's too hard to do because we don't learn and we don't want to learn. It's not too hard. What it needs is love, peace and unity. Make friends wherever you are. Tell your friends truth. Don't lie to them because tomorrow the lies you lie to your friends will be the problem that you will be having. And you will be thinking, oh, this is not working well, this is not going well. This is going well. Only you lie. You go before lie. And when you go before lie, you will keep on hiding and hiding and hiding until you kill yourself. Let yourself free. Go free. Tell the people you are Biafra wherever you are. Let us organize in our Biafran culture and the tradition. Me, I born in a tradition and culture way. I don't need to go to school to learn what I know how to make my cultural things. So I can only learn how to speak English to be able to tell them what I have, who I am. And if I stop telling about the Biafra, I'm nobody. If I forget that place I was born, I'm nobody. If I forgot all these things I used to do when I was young, what all this small experience I have in that place, I'm nobody. And when I'm talking, I know I'm talking the minds of some people who knows Ben and Abba, for Buddhist trees in Bena borehole where we go and fetch water that time. So anybody who been a borehole, that place, you know how we were suffering that time. If, to fetch water there, you can sometimes they beat you up very well to fighting for water. We don't have water to drink. All the story building in Aba, no water is nowhere. Water is running. You have to go to borehole and fetch water in the borehole. So we have internet and fighting. Why our people are dying every day? Every day, a lot of people is dying. And we can help them with one kobo, one euro, one distance. We can make change happen. But we are dividing each other because of we see if we see people who goes to school and they don't even understand us anymore. Take this school out and you see that we are all the same. Take that glass house where you live out. You see yourself that we are all the same. So, please, my people, we don't have power to be agitating on who is stronger and who is smarter or who is more intelligent. No. But we have a place where the love, peace, and the unity can find itself in our mix, in our heart, in our house where we live.
My brother, I thank you very, very much. I think you have a lot of similarities in idea with me. Like for me, I don't believe in borders. I believe that human beings created borders, and these borders are problem. I really much I like that. Agree with you on that. On the part of education too, I think too you are right, because a lot of people, when somebody goes, he read doctor, he read mass communication, he read law, he read BSc, he read BS. Those, I think all those things means he have completely overtaken himself, because he threw away a common sense. You find out that these people, I've said it the other time, when you ask them questions, even common questions that need yes and no answer, they can't get it right. You know what they do? They keep dangling about. They go to tell you stories about when they were in their university. They want to use that question to introduce their life with big grammar, with telling you where they went to the school. Certain example when he was in London and all this. And at the same time, when you come to find out that at the long run, he did not answer that yes and no question. But people held him. Ignorant people who are also I don't know how to into the education of a thing, held him and say, "Oh man, you see how that man speak? He was here in this university. He was there in London." But did he give you the answer of that question? No, he didn't give you the answer. He's only dropping about talking nonsense. These people, there's education is good, but when somebody goes to extreme to read number one, read number two, read number three, those people, I think they lost their mind. They lost completely common sense. If you have a doctorate,
I did not go to school because of what we faced after the war. Even the people who born 12 years, 14 years after the war, most of them died because we don't know what is going on. Okonim for chicken pox, more pox, kwashiorkor, and all this measles, you know. But some of us did survive. Few of us survived it. So I feel that I don't know many things, but I know also how to go to bush and hunt animal, and how to go to water, and how to make catapult, and how to make ogene and play for masquerade and all this traditional dance and everything. Yeah, I know that all this thing is also good to know that, and people like it. What is happening to us is what we create for ourselves. I tell you now, you have to set yourself free. Nobody hold you, and they stop blaming any white man. And I want all the people to stop blaming any white man or any white woman.
Thank you very much too, my brother. I like that point too.
All the problem we are making it for ourselves.
My brother, I like to come in there. I like to come in there. I like that point very well, because every day.
I'm coming again.
Because
I learn from myself, because where I know that I don't have opportunity to go to school, I started learning from my own self.
And I trust that your knowledge now because it is what I see every day here. Any Igbo man, any black man you touch, they say the white people, they came and finished our thing. How long will you continue blaming these people? You have to...
They will not kill themselves because of us.
Oh, man. Our people are so... I don't know. If you
All
talk to
the
them, they say white people did this, white people did that. Yes, white people did those things, and what? We are living, it's a long time ago. We are living in another age now where you have to move forward and stop thinking about white people do you this. Even up to today, they still believe white people don't want you to get Biafra. I don't like these ideas of saying that.
What did the white people do?
They know you, they don't even know you are Biafra, sir.
Even if we have problems with
Damn.
the white people,
Our people sometimes make you go crazy the way they think. This guy is correct.
know anything about war. They don't create anything.
Don't mind our people. They have senseless
Our stress,
thinking.
we're giving them a lot of stress too. So it's not good for them and us. We have to blame ourselves sometimes.
Our people
I
are...
go to
I like this
club
guy,
to go
the way
and
he
wait,
understands life.
I want people to hear this one. So if you know where we are, if we have to set ourselves free, no white person.
Thank you very much, my brother. Set ourselves free and stop blaming people who don't even remember you anymore.
I go to somebody I saw one lady. I asked her, how old are you?
White people.
She told me, are you listening? Hello?
Go on. I'm with you.
I met a lady. How old are you? She told me she's 25 years. Then I look myself, I say, wow, I'm too old. She asked me how old? I said 36. She tell me, but she don't see any age. She see human being. That this is the border, I just make the border for myself. But she don't count age. But she count human being.
Yeah.
Wow, that makes me wow.
Our people
This is what
don't...
we are doing. We tell people, yeah, we're older than you. Why do you talk? You know, if you're older than me, and what?
Yes.
I see no age.
Yes.
This border is, we make all this border for ourselves, and this now is hurting us. We don't know how to
maneuver it.
Bring out this border
Jesus
again.
Christ. I'm happy somebody like you is existing.
We the people, we should stop blaming the white people. They never do any bad thing to us. Rather, we ourselves have done a lot of things bad to ourselves.
More than what the white people has done.
They never do anything.
Huh?
I used to check everything. When I check what do they do, I check what we do. So when I check everything, I see that we are the people doing it, not to them. They don't do anything. People want to help you. For example, you live here in Germany. Eh?
Yes.
You don't speak. Some people live 20 years here. They don't speak Germany.
Yes.
So how will the Germans who don't speak English will see you as a criminal or as a good person? How will they understand you? They even want to talk to you. They want to know who you are. And they tell them you are Niger. Some tell them I'm a man. Some tell them I'm this. Some tell them I'm this. And from there, when you try to defend the lies,
yes,
you must start behaving like America or stop behaving like Niger. But if you tell them who you are, they will know, wow, this person is that person.
My brother, I'm grateful you are here. Our people are making things for themselves very difficult and they only lay hands in blame. Say his person, they find somebody to blame when they are the problem themselves. I'm very glad that you are here and you can see, because I am in Germany here where they call the land of the Nazi. Maybe they say these people, but for me, I keep telling them when I sit and they talk their experience with German people, I am surprised because I'm looking, I never get these experiences. It's because of how you live, how you open yourself, how you interact with people. They come, I say, where is this things you say German people do this and do this? I've been married now with a German woman for 12 years, and today I tell you, we are still living like honeymoon. It depends on how you make your life.
How we make our life, we are making everything very difficult.
Damn,
and this is what the new generation of Biafrans, and I'm telling the Biafran people also, if they don't take time, all these people who is now above 50 years in Biafrans, or who have lived in Europe for many times also, to make all this suffering to us, if they don't take time, what they will see, we, the new generation of Biafrans, with be our friends worldwide because we have friends now. Me, I may be one person, but I have friends everywhere in the whole world.
Yes.
Not Biafra. So, if they don't know what they are doing, I will tell them that their own path have gone. This is our own path. And I will also tell them that they did not do very well. They have to now start setting themselves free wherever you are, start making friends, start to be open up to people. That person you hate, go to Mula and shake him and tell him, what is your name? How are you?
The advice too, brother. The problem we have to here in German is the advice. The people, once you come in from Nigeria or from Biafra land, you come into German. The people you meet here tell you, huh, you see German woman, no trust them. Oh. You see this, just make your money, find your paper and go. So that person takes that as the advice. When he meets a German woman, his own is to, or a German man or anything, is to see them as idiots, first of all. You are just coming into someone's land, you take an advice that these people, you don't need to trust them. Oh. You don't look at who is who, you start to work with people according to what you are told and not according to who you are seeing. This is our problem. A lot of them, all of them, it's the same behavior.
I tell them again because me, I know that all this word my father used to tell me from his grandfather.
Yes. Yes, my brother.
If you come to Germany or if you come to any part of the world and do them bad thing, I tell you, it's your father word. You will become bad thing back.
To you, yes.
If you go to if you plan any evil against anybody, you go to their land, that evil will follow that person back.
Our people are doing complete. Our people, do you know that a Biafran man come here, make children with somebody, and they say it's a Geschenk. Geschenk to your blood, you say that is a gift you give to the German people. Because you have a paper, you run away. You call it a gift to your blood.
I'm telling them again, those children, all these half-castes, they're born here everywhere.
And these are people, oh my God.
And they abandon these children. I will make a revolution with those children. They will suffer unless you go and give these children the right they need, deserve as the children.
And they blame the problem on the women.
Because of paper, you want paper more than
These children, yes, they take the children, they say Geschenk.
Now it's time for you to fight for your own right.
Yes.
And you cannot be open to say who you are because you have also lied.
Lied,
You have
yes.
told somebody something bad somewhere.
That is their problem. That is their problem.
If you have children with any woman, go there and make peace with this woman.
Yes.
And tell them the truth. The reason why.
It's the
Don't
life we
like
are living.
material things more than these children.
And you
these
want good
children
to
is
befall
precious
you.
than gold.
You want to get Biafra and go back. While you spoil people's life. You spoil the women here, you run away. You think they are not women. You broke their heart. We break their heart and...
People heart.
Yes.
All this thing is making it's complicating
Everything in our life.
People will come and say that they are better than every other person. No,
Yes.
we are not better than each other.
No.
We must bring ourselves all
Low.
bend down
Low.
Everybody have done sin. Everybody have sinned. Everybody have made one mistake
On the other, yes. Accept
we
it.
can never blame anybody anymore. Don't blame white, don't blame black. Don't blame Biafra, don't blame anybody.
Good. My brother, I'm really grateful you are here tonight.
Against each other, calling other people another name, different names. I got on Saturday. What I learned makes me to take this microphone. I don't know that the Musa is Moses. Abraham is Abraham.
Abraham, yeah.
Jacob is Yakubu. All this name we have in our own side, we love well. And we hate the other side of it. The other people have it
Have
too.
it.
Jesus is. Yes,
It's
sir.
always a question of language.
So we cannot. I cannot fight anybody anymore, and I cannot blame anybody anymore, and I cannot follow any group to go and fight any group anymore. We are all human beings, and we are all have equal to live as a human being. We have born in the Biafra, and the people have think that the Biafra lost the war. No, we didn't. Now we are everywhere. What we need is to connect everybody, to be able to connect everybody. Some of us
Yes.
on choosing those people who have already made to become friends and don't know that many are still everywhere.
The problem we have again, one of the very great problem we have is thinking that we are the best. Allow somebody to praise you. We always praise ourselves. We say we are the direct descendant of God, no other person. I don't know what makes you think that you come direct from God. Wow, it's a fool. It's another person. God created that person like he created you, and you think you come down from heaven and the other people came down from under the ground? We Biafrans praise, I don't know, anyway, we praise ourselves that in a way that it is complete. That's why if you see where I'm living here, I avoid myself from all these our people till this time, so that when the time come, like when people like you understand it, we change our attitude. It's very wrong attitude. It's smelling attitude.
We have to, we the new generation of Biafra, and I can say
Very
this.
smelly attitude.
If you have caste, if your father give you a birth to you and tell you that he is in Nigeria, you are Biafra, and you need to contact me in my Facebook, Obuji Anyim Emeka Nwokedi. Contact me, because if nobody wants to tell you your story, Obuji Anyim will tell you. And if nobody wants to tell you that what your father abandoned you and they go and do, Obuji Anyim will tell you. Obuji Anyim come here for his own mission. All these women around the world that in Nigeria, they break heart and this and that, you make baby with somebody and they take paper and abandon this baby. No. That baby is more important than paper you take.
Somebody's calling.
How can people will have such a heart to go and break somebody's heart?
Yeah.
So it's not good. If that will exist, then Biafra will suffer.
Hello, I have a caller from this side. Please let him introduce himself and tell the world what he has for us. Hello? Are you hearing me, please? If you are hearing me, please, you go on, introduce yourself. You are live online here with BVI International Europe.
Yeah, good morning.
The platform is yours now. My brother on the phone.
No, I didn't hear very well, but you can explain to me.
He's I think you still remember the question. Why are